Welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, everybody. So today, checking up on the water. Everything looks good there. Looks like we got some rain this week, which was good, about an inch. Today we're going to focus on getting these buffalo treated medicinally for all those parasites. We did get the information back. I'll put it here up on the screen. There was 3 main things that we found. Some of them, the homocus, or I think that's what it's called, they're like blood suckers in the intestines. The other ones I think are also intestinal based, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So I'll give some information as we feed them. We're going to give them some safeguard cubes, and these are cubes that have wormer with it. So anyway, we don't have to bring them in. We don't have to treat them in a chute. So anyway, we're going to get that done. So stick with us.
Hi, pig.
We are all packed and ready to go. We have all of our safeguard cubes sitting inside the truck. And we are using this red scoop to dish out piles. Now we're going to put 5-pound piles. That means it's maybe going to be a little bit more. So we're going to make piles after we put it in the bucket. It's easier to scoop, make some piles, probably 6 bags worth, watch the animals, and then figure out who didn't eat and then feed them the remaining stuff. So that's generally the plan. So we're going to get onto this. Steve's here to help us, and we have some watchers, so we're going to try and not get them in film. They probably won't like it. So, all right, let's get out there. All right, so there's 100 pounds.
Okay.
Wherever there's grass, we need to make some piles. So maybe out here we can start. Maybe right here, but I hate having all this grass that gets in the way. Well, grass is loose, but we need to scoop 10 piles equally because you have 2 bags. Okay, so let's get this over there. Mara, you coming? I'm going to throw it here.
Yep.
And try to keep them probably about 10 feet
go
apart.
further, 10 feet apart, so 2 chica lengths, right there. Right here. Right here.
I don't think those are 10-pound
No,
piles.
we're going to do 10 initial piles, then come back and redo
I got
them
you.
all
I
after.
got you.
Wait.
8. 9.
This is number 10 coming up?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 10?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back and double them up. The drip hopper is easier.
Buffalo knows something's up. We usually don't keep this gate closed. I have a feeling once we let them in, it's gonna feel more like a stampede. All right, we got the first set of bags, which was 100 pounds. We got 10 piles
plus an 11 and some change. The feeding instructions, there's different types that you can get, but or at least you can get different ratios, I guess. It just depends on who's talking. But this said 5 pounds per every 100. No, for every 1,000. Well, talking with Brent, he said do 1 pound for every 100 or 10 pounds for every 1,000. So these are roughly about 1,000-pound animals. So I'm just going to do about 10-pound piles. We're going to put a bunch out, and we got about 8 pounds in the first set of piles. So kids are now doing the next because I'm beat and I had offspring for a reason. In this or 4 in this? All right. We should have 36 piles. So we're ready to go. We locked the gate. We're gonna unlock it, let them in. They're 10 feet apart at least. And all we're gonna do now is watch, right Steve? We're just gonna watch to find and make sure everybody ate. And if they didn't eat, we still have 3 bags left over. We can feed them and supplement and stuff like that. So it's just all observation now and not getting killed when you open the gate, because Bartok is right there.
Yeah. All right, it's time to open the gate and let him in. Let's see if Jeff can survive. Hey girls, if you want to count mommy's babies, that might be nice too. We may go up, Steve reminded me it's a good idea, like 149 kisses and 130. If they're not going back, we need to drive over to the backside, rattle the bag, and try and get them to keep moving. There's a lot more over there. And Kisses is right here waiting for us. All right, Kisses, follow us. Hi, girl. My pocket food. other hard part is remembering where your piles were, so you know if they're actually eating at the pile. And then they rotate. Sorry. They rotate around from pile to pile to pile, and so it's really hard to keep them straight about how many have consistently been eating.
Here comes Kisses. Kisses. Hi, girl.
Give me another scoop. Exactly, girlfriend. You show her the boss.
Aquaman's over there, so it's one of the ladies.
Well, I'll put one over there. They're Parasites.
And their head down and eating, though.
Yeah, they really do. I feel like your spacing worked out really well.
Okay, right there. Loudly.
Thanks.
So 139 likes the hay right now. She hasn't eaten enough cubies. She's one of our last mamas we're waiting on here. Oh, good girl.
I think Buffalo scared her. She's still asleep.
Alright, so we went to find our one missing animal. And she's over here by the trees. She's one of our last ones we think who's still to have a baby, so she might be getting close, but we want to make sure she gets her cubes. So we're trying to entice her. Here?
Run.
Is there a baby down there behind her?
Yep, there's a baby. There is? There's a baby. I can see it. She has a baby.
Yeah, but she's definitely got a new baby back there with her.
Yeah, come back up if you want. Not worth it.
Oh, it's so little. Yeah, they are.
Bark socket. They are definitely staring. Daddy just left his door open. Bye bye kisses! Bye kisses! Mommy, I can race you.
Anyway, so this is a list of the 3 different types of parasites that we were found. The Haemachus is the one I remember. That's like, because it's bloodsuckers, right? So I remember bloodsuckers. I'm an attorney, right? That's what we always do. So I remember that those are the bloodsuckers. They can really drain them down. This is what we're treating against, right? Now, so as I told you before, we're using Safeguard. These are medicated dewormer for beef cattle. It also applies for buffalo. It's the same general concept. And I think it went pretty well. Now, there's different ways to administer this. You know, we could give just a drenching. We could bring them into the chute and do stuff. We can tranquilize, not tranquilize, but shoot them with a dart gun. Stuff like that. I don't have a chute, so drenching, I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's more expensive to use the dart gun. So we went with this route and we just made those piles, and I think it really worked pretty good. Now, as we said earlier, you got to watch to make sure everybody had some shots or a shot at eating it, and everybody seemed to be doing good except 139. She was just chowing down on hay. I don't know what's up with that. So we even put a little pile, and she didn't eat really much of it. She just went back to the hay. So
She is one that we need to treat later on. The other one was, of course, 33. And she had her baby, itty bitty little thing, but she did not want anything to do with us. So because she just had it probably within the last day, yeah, she had it within the last day, she was going to be left alone this week, and we're going to go after her next week. And we will shoot her with a gun. So those are the two that we're going to shoot with a gun. Now we dropped 8 bags. We do have one left over. I'm going to put it out there. I thought maybe I'd hold it off till next week and see if there's a way to try and give it to some of the younger cows, or the more affectionate ones, you know, like Kisses or 126 or 132, or, you know, any of those guns that come up to us, 139. We'll just kind of feed them those while everybody else has all the others. But so yeah, next week we're going to dart them, those 2 animals. Number 33 was an open cow. Good news, right? We had another baby. So we just calculated during lunch here, that's 3 cows, I believe, that we have that were confirmed open. We had confirmed 12 out of the 24, and so you do the math on that. Was that good odds? Did the vet down south do a very good job? I don't know. But from Brent's herd, we ended up getting 15 of the 24 as opposed to 12 of the 24. So anyway, good thing. So we got those just last 2 left, 139 and 18, supposedly. That would put us at a total of 22 calves. So we're looking forward to that. But anyway, let me show you this bag. All right. So if you're wondering about treating the bag, Charlotte, you're gonna have to make sure I get this in the screen here and you can read it. Okay, here we go. So it gives 2 different graphics here, and this is kind of just a way that you can follow this, right? Some people don't worm their cows at all, some people do, just whatever. So on the bag they actually give you instructions, okay? On the back they don't give you anything. So it's all up front, right? You like the front. So it gives stalker cattle here, or cow-calf operations, and we're doing cow-calf. So anyway, it gives kind of 3 times. Okay, it says grazing begins typically spring, summer, fall, winter in the spring, and then deworm them here in the summer, then deworm again late summer. Okay, so we are a little bit later with this. They were originally wormed this last winter, and then we are now actually kind of middle summer. So we are going to check to see how this goes. This year we'll probably actually only get 2 wormings done. But according to this, you would deworm just after summer begins, let's say May, June, I'd kind of say. Check them again, and then right before fall, at the end of summer, potentially do another deworming. And then sometime in the winter when we would work them and send them through the chute, we would do another one. So we're always going to do it whenever we send them through the squeeze chute, and that would be more of a drenching. That means right through their mouth. Just kind of give it to them and squirt it in there. They take it right in. A lot of the other 2 are just going to be dependent on how their fecal samples come back. So Steve told me we're going to take some more poo, and poo samples 10 to 14 days after today. And then we send those off, and that's going to give us a baseline of reading of how well we did, and if we need to do this again and plan for another worming. So the first stats didn't show too bad, but we just don't want to get it bad. We don't want to lose control of it and have it go crazy psycho. Okay, so we're going to keep a jump on this. Next week, stick with us. You're going to see us shoot some buffalo, and kindly. Dart gun. Yeah, it's not a trank gun. Anyway, a dart gun. And we're going to dart them to get them their medicine. And yeah, so anyway, stick with us. We hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you guys next time. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you joining along. See ya.